Watching Reactor spin fire. The NFT analyzer. Diving deep into projects. He's the crypto energizer. From Memecoins to tokens. He's got all the intel. Web3 wizardry. Show you where to excel. He's got the insights like a digital magician. Unveiling secrets of the blockchain with precision. Wild stories from the world.
Oh yeah, baby. Dude, it's moving. It's happening. My. Good morning, guys. I'll be on in just a second here. Little housekeeping. Enjoyed the jam. And there we are. Hey, good morning, guys. A fantastically happy Wednesday to you. Now the 16th day of October, and now deeper and deeper into October territory. Feels damn good, doesn't it? Feels damn good. Yeah, it's hard to argue at this point. I mean, you couldn't argue this yesterday, but you can't argue that it is officially October. It's a matter of, do we finish still up? Do we remain in October territory? And then pretty darn soon, what's going on? What's going on here? Okay. Pretty soon we start talking November and what our expectations are. Historically, what they've been. What's our term? What's our buzzword for November? What do we call November? What do we call like a hot cooking November, like a super bullish November? Good morning, Gravity. Good morning, Choina. How you boys doing? Okay. Bullish November is there's somebody's got a cool term. Somebody's got a term for it. Look, if we don't come up with a term, it's going to be like Rasmer or one of them that comes up with some like Zoomer term, which is fine. It's just totally fine. By the way, I hopped in the Rasmer spaces last night. I like Rasmer. That dude is not a trench warrior. Holy cow, that guy is awful. That guy's fucking awful at shitters. Like, that guy's not a meme coin trader. I don't know if he like sells himself as one of those. All right, Shoina. Hell yeah, man. Getting that warped pond. Good stuff. What are you up to? Somebody put some liquidity. Someone provided some liquidity to warped pond. And for a while, I think my balance was right around a billion warped pond. And I think it was worth like $600 or so. Obviously coming down, people are selling, but really, really nice. Okay. I got to get better at balancing a couple things. I say it live here. Okay, I got to get better at balancing getting through the market and the news to get to our main story, because I title this show, with the main story, and I always save that for the second half. I don't know if people really dislike that. Look, if you're here watching the whole show, I think that's fine. You're going to be here for it. You're not going to miss it. I know some people tune in just for that segment. So does that suck that segment doesn't come for like 30 minutes? I got to think, and maybe it's bookmarks or not bookmarks, timestamps that solve that. But okay, Choina, how is that possible? Hang on, are you using Choina? You got 109 million. Are you using Pro? Did you pay for Pro on Pond 0x? And are you boosted? Because dude, I'm Pro. I boosted once, like 0.1 Sol, and I've got like 2.5 billion. And we started this, I think, really the same day, unless you didn't start, day one. I don't know, man. I don't know. I want to see that number way up, and I know it'll start rolling in. I know, and I remember your miner wasn't really, really cooking. Either way, it's free monies, basically. Okay, guys, let's get into macro market. Top stories, ETFs absolutely cooking. NFTs, I don't know, man. NFTs kind of, what was it, just treading water here. By the way, somebody dropped a November Moonvember. Yeah. I like that. Moonvember. That'll be. We'll stick with Moonvember for now until anything changes. Good morning, Cats. By the way, Cats, I'm gonna definitely be tuning into Say What this morning. See if I can maybe come up on stage and hang with Biggie for a bit. I fucking love that guy. Absolutely love that man. All right, let's get to it, man. We got a lot to talk about, and of course, I want to get to my Memecoin prediction, which it's by the time I get to it, it is not going to look good. That thing is dumping hard. Okay, maybe a little padding helps. Maybe that thing comes up a bit. Still a 2, almost 3x from where I got in. That doesn't help you if you didn't get in. All right, Bitcoin. Uptober, baby. Bitcoin now at 67.8, almost 68,000. It did cross 68,000 just this morning. After a really exciting day yesterday, guys. Out of nowhere, all of a sudden the space was buzzing from news that we got this Bitcoin God candle sending us up to almost 68K. And just as soon as the excitement just walloped us over the head, instant rug. I've not seen action like this in a long while. And I'm going to be very, very honest. The full story here, what happened? I don't know. I think what I recall is a short squeeze here, right? Whole bunch of shorts liquidated here. And then there was a separate story. I don't think these are related, but a separate story of somebody offloading like $600 million worth of Bitcoin in a clip. Don't quote me on that. May not be exact. Maybe I should know this stuff. I don't care. Pages turned them on to the next day, next moves, next whatever. But made for an exciting afternoon yesterday. That's for freaking sure. Now, I think we were all a little spooked because we're waiting for that big move, and we're waiting for that big move where we don't come back. The one that really ignites this run, and we were hoping that was it. But so short-lived, I think some of us got spooked, and we're maybe wondering, do we retest some of those recent lows? The answer, no. At least as of now, no. Bitcoin looking very, very healthy. Cautiously very optimistic here, guys. We'll get more into crypto here in a quick second. I do want to say this is from Marty Party. 5 hours ago, somebody deposited $1.8 billion to Binance. That is a fantastic sign. Somebody about to go on a crypto shopping spree? Maybe. It's a lot of money, guys. $1.8 billion. A lot of freaking money. That's exciting. We'll see. Big news yesterday. Donald Trump and fam launching their World Liberty Finance. Not great. It was happening live on yesterday's chain Reactor. Supposedly demand so high that it crashed the site, but look, I think these guys are smart. If you want to drum up demand, maybe you make it look like the site's crashing. Maybe you do that on purpose. It's a pretty good marketing technique. If I were dropping something, I would do exactly that. I would. This is not like what is it? Monday morning quarterback, or what's the saying? I've always thought if I did a project, I'm going to fake. First off, I'm going to do gas wars. I'm going to make it look like the site's crashed. Like I'll DDoS my own website. I'm going to make it look like the demand is so high or somebody's trying to stop me that it crashes. Smart. I don't mean to call myself smart. It's a smart little marketing ploy. Anyway, sale halted because the website's down. And then we get to yesterday evening. Tweets about expect a tweet from Mr. Donald Trump. And we get the tweet from Donald Trump, and it is him full on shilling the World Liberty Finance token. This is wild. I think this is, I think it's cool. I think it's pretty freaking cool. Having a former president not just here selling NFTs, now selling his own crypto, his own shitcoin. This is wild. This is wild to me. Doesn't mean it's good, but I love what it means for the space. You can, yes, scammy, grifty, sure. But I love that it's grown that far. The reach is that broad that we've got somebody like Donald Trump here.
Big news, the World Liberty Financial Token sale is now live. Crypto is the future. Let's embrace this incredible technology and lead the world in digital economy. Go to worldlibertyfinancial.com. Big news, the World Liberty Financial
love that rascal.
Token sale is now live.
I do not love that guy. But I love him in crypto. I don't care if he's grifting. Everybody's grifting here. Yes. Yep. Classic liquidity. Yes, that man is here to make money. He's not here to innovate. Has Donald Trump innovated anything? No, he takes what's already out there and he puts his logo on it. That's all he does. And I think that's okay. Because he brings, like anybody else doing that, and I have more of a problem with that. Trump is so big that there's a bigger effect from him doing it. It hurts more people, maybe. I don't know. It certainly helps your exposure. I don't mind him doing this. And if you guys are smart, and this is not singling out you, but if you're smart, you're not touching this because you know the track record. That said, I do think people are smartening up to this because that sale that was expected to bring in something like $300 million, so far about $10 million. So yes, people have gotten a little, I don't know, a little more wise to the game here. Donald Trump's game, maybe. But also just why? Their big problem is they're selling a product that people in this space don't value. It's a double whammy here. Normies don't get it. Normies are not totally won over to crypto yet. And crypto people don't touch governance tokens. Why would you? Especially a governance token that's locked up for a year. You can't sell this for a year. Who are you selling to? Who do you think is your buyer? Who do you think thinks this is a good idea? I'll tell you what, it's probably next to nobody. Of course, there are plenty of tokens sold. Again, $10 million worth, but I think you could have just dropped maybe another NFT collection. So, I like that. Yeah, Gravity. That's putting a positive spin on things, I guess. He's a coup innovator. Yeah, I like that. Dude, he should have put out a coup NFT collection. Yeah. He should be selling access passes to the next coup. You know what I mean? That's what he should be doing. I would respect that. I would absolutely respect that. Wild stuff. Anyway, I don't know. I wonder if this thing is toast. I wonder if it's toast. It's crazy. It's at the very least, it's crazy stuff. All right, let's get moving. More market, more headlines, and I want to get to our Memecoin stuff. Italy, guys, and this is just a quick notice. If you live in Italy, you know this is awful. Italy raising capital gain tax just on Bitcoin from 26% to 42%. Instantly, I start thinking of Violetta, incredible musician who just sold one of her songs on Bitcoin as an ordinal for 1 Bitcoin. And now she owes just about half of that. That feels criminal to me. Get out of Italy. Get out of the UK. Get out of anybody who's trying to steal your hard-earned gains. All right, something's brewing over in Tesla. News broke yesterday that a Tesla Bitcoin wallet transferred $230 million worth of Bitcoin. First time it's transacted in 2 years. It didn't stop there because we got another transaction from the same wallet of $275 million, $500 million altogether. Moving wallets. Guys, I don't know what's going on here. I don't think anybody does yet. Maybe selling some Bitcoin. Maybe. But also, look, I'm connecting some dots that maybe should not be connected. World Liberty Finance launches yesterday. Elon Musk in the past has hinted that he's going to be involved in that platform. He said maybe I'm too defiant. I don't know. Again, I don't know if those two dots need to be connected, but maybe. And we also know that X is turning into a payment processing platform at some point too. Maybe it's readying funds to move them somewhere maybe a little more under his control. Maybe. I'm not going to assume this is being dumped right now. I think there's other things potentially in play. So be mindful of that. Who the fuck knows? I don't. I certainly don't. All right, let's peek at the crypto market. Obviously, we looked at Bitcoin already. Very near 28K. 68K. ETH at 2,600. Solana 155. Again, really solid 24 hours here. I'm not going to look at meme. Well, I was going to say I'm not looking at meme coins, but this is the first time I've noticed Gotius Maximus in the largest gainers. And so I have to click. Market, dude, this got to 3. Did this touch 300 mil yesterday? It sure did. Wow. 320 mil. Shield here at 7 mil. That's one of those ones that was potentially life-changing. Depending on what kind of size you go into that with, that would have been potentially life-changing. I will say the token we're talking about today is related to Goatius Maximus. Very closely related. Very closely. All right, so maybe I should shut up and get to that. Let me get through our stories then. ETFs. Looking at the Bitcoin ETFs yesterday, 371 million in inflows. Fan-freaking-tastic. A monster week. A monster week for inflows so far. Great stuff. Cosmos, good morning. Lemon, I thought you guys jacked up taxes over there too, capital gains taxes. That's what the UK did. That's what you did, you monsters. Big inflows. On the ETH side, no such luck. Yeah, yet again, just cannot get any kind of momentum over there. 12.7 million of outflows. Again, that's the ETH ETFs. 2 days straight. 2 days straight of 1 billion plus total volume in the Bitcoin ETFs yesterday. Well, in the prior day too. Total spot. Hang on. I don't think I got to double check this. I don't think the Bitcoin ETF saw 2.1 billion yesterday. I think it was just over a billion. If I'm wrong here, then we're talking like over 4 billion in volume in 2 straight days. That's wild. That is huge numbers. Huge numbers. So great to see that. And some really good stories breaking yesterday too. Grayscale converting its digital large cap fund. So that's Bitcoin, ETH, Sol, Ripple, AVAX into an ETF. Just a filing. This is people preparing for something very specific. Canary Capital also filing for a Litecoin ETF. Right? This is after they've already filed for a Ripple ETF. And then Nate Geraci, helping us understand why exactly this is happening right now in those specific tokens. This is people, it's a gamble. It's a bet. It's some hopium that Donald Trump wins coming up here in are we 2 weeks away? How far? Dude, we're getting really close. Hang on. 2.5 weeks away from the election. This is a bet or playing the chance that Donald Trump wins and fast tracks all these ETFs. That's it. That's all it is. It's still probably a coin flip. But this is basically setting yourself up for a Donald Trump win. You've already got the filings. Hopefully he just comes in and he does whatever he needs to do to get this all approved, as soon as possible. That's what we're looking at here. All right, let's peek at the NFT market here. There will be a small adjustment here at some point today, I think, because there's a big sale. And I don't know how legit it is, but I'll show you that in a quick second. NFT sales yesterday, of course, talking cross-chain sales, 14.9 million. Unique sellers up. Unique buyers up. Total transactions up ever so slightly. And trade profits, 600,000 in the negative. Look at us here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days in a row with sales volume over 10 mil. It's a great stretch. I think we made it to 10 days in a row before. I think we're going to beat that this time. Actually, if we knock out here, I mean, we're at, 16 of the last 17 days over 10 mil in sales volume. Already today, over 11 mil. So we're on pace for one of our biggest days in probably months here. Although I do think a sale is going to be wiped off the rankings here. We'll see. And that sale is right here in the general ordinals collection. This came through as a 67 BTC sale, $4.5 million. I don't know. I am not great. I hate admitting stuff like this live, but I'm not great at reading Bitcoin transactions. I'm just not. And so I don't know if this is a sale or if this was some kind of like little bundled transaction that gets flagged as a sale because it looks like one, but truthfully is not. Could just be kind of transfers going different direction. I don't know. Anybody here? Actually, Lemon, is that your kind of ballpark? Is that something you're skilled at here? Here's the transaction. I just don't know. I don't see this on Magic Eden. I don't see this registered as a sale anywhere. And that's a head-turning sale if it was one. I don't think it is I don't think it's an ordinal. Dad, good to see you, brother. So yeah, when I say I'm that there's probably an adjustment coming, I think this gets wiped out, and that's quite a bit of that's. Let's say that's probably 4 million that's going to be wiped out of this. The other 600K or so legit ordinal sales. I'm not sure about Strong Trump here either, or Mini Lady if they're Polygon and doing those kind of numbers. I find it super sus. So, look, executive decision here. I'm going to declare demarket your top NFT collection here, followed by OMB, Pudgy Penguins, Fraganas, Guild of Guardian Heroes, CryptoPunks, So Rare, Dojuki. I'm going to throw up SMB and Bitcoin Puppets into the top 10 here too. Again, sus. We'll find out. Top sale then in the past 24 hours. Really, really nice punk. Clown Nose. That trade, I think, has gained some value since Beeple, ended up buying a Clown Nose CryptoPunk. 75 ETH for punk number 6153. $194,000. I love it. Yeah, Lemon, it is. Yeah, it's so hard to track these things. Yep. A few more CryptoPunks, some OMBs. I have a feeling. I'm not sure. I think these are loans. Beeple Spring Collect. I'm looking at that. I'm looking at the Beeple Spring Collection. They're very expensive, like 10 ETH floor, maybe 12 ETH floor. But I'm honestly looking and I'm like, man, if I liquidate most of my positions, it's maybe worth getting a Beeple, a guy who I've said here on the show I think is historic, is a different kind of artist, is a guy who's going to be talked about in, kind of the art history books, is picture the biggest names you can think of in art. And I think in the future, 50, 100 years, he's going to be talked about like that. Maybe worth spending 10 ETH, 12 ETH on somebody who has that kind of legacy or will have that kind of legacy. I wonder. I really, really wonder. I probably won't do it. Yeah. Probably won't do it. I do want to. Oh, by the way, fam, smash the like. Smash the like. Throw some comments in that bad boy. Helps a ton. All right, I'm going to move through this kind of quickly because I do want to get to our meme coin discussion here. I want to show you first, though, NFT floor prices, MOG auras. That was an obvious play. Mentioned them here at 0.3-ish. Got up to 0.7 yesterday. 0.7, free money. Free money, and I actually think they'll cook every bit as much as Aeons and Sproto Gremlins. It's the meta. It's the culty meta. Magora's super legit. Pretty decent pullback, though, almost across the board in NFTs. On the Bitcoin side, look at Based Angels, 0.012. We've been talking about those here for a while, too. I've grabbed two of them, one at 0.05 or 0.005 or 0.006, another at 0.004 during the most recent pretty deep pullback. I like them. I'm not selling, even though I could play some swings with it. I'm not selling. I'm just being lazy, but I'm holding because I do think Based Angels 0.1 or so. Peak euphoric part of the market here. So holding there. In general, though, your majors, can I call them majors? Your majors, whatever. Your top ordinals collections mostly up. Puppets a little pullback here, barely. And I did buy some more runes yesterday, guys. I bought some more Gizmo. I feel very strongly about Gizmo, that it's a real meme. And that it's part of the, hottest community in the Bitcoin ecosystem. I feel pretty strongly about Gizmo. I feel like we're looking at 100 mil market cap token. I'm not going to be. I think that's pretty safe, considering the platform here is about to get a buff, that swaps are coming. Considering that I believe we're getting T1 exchange listings, I think Gizmo's legit. 100 mil. With greater potential than that, but I'm playing for 100 mil. I think there's a pretty easy path to a 5x here. So not selling any, just buying more. Oh my goodness, Lemon. Yeah, crazy to think a Bored Ape was 50 plus ETH, but you can pick up a Beeple for 10 right now. Yes, sir. Barry, good morning. Yeah, just Beeple. Beeple's different. Beeple, if you want to buy something like as an investment that you should have no doubt will appreciate over time, like no doubt, it's Beeple. It's, even in addition, it's a Beeple. Just crazy potential on that. That's my only moves past 24 hours. Gizmo, couple of the meme coins again. I'm going to talk about them. They're not looking good right now, but whatevs. I like this post, by the way, from WD-40 Top Lad. This is the community manager, I think, for the puppets. I think that's the story, but this is spot on. Big spaces yesterday of like puppets. It is puppets versus puppets. It's pups holders versus gizmo holders. And a lot of heat directed at the puppeteer dude, the guy who created the puppet and the gizmo cat. Very interesting. Yes, sir, Barry. Kundalini moving. Yes, I'm going to pull that up because that's one we also did talk about. Very low. About, I think I got it at 100K. God, you know what? I really want to get through this because those are the tokens. The tokens surrounding GOAT are the ones that need to have attention because it is the meme coin meta right now. Let me look at Kundalini. Look at that, 400K. Look at that. Yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir. Kundalini. This is not a great token, by the way. Like, in the narrative, it's pretty fucking stupid. The fact that the X account for that bot that created GOAT, not the one who created GOAT, by the way, there's another, has Kundalini as a girl in its bio. That's it. That's simple. That's enough for me. That's enough for me to know people are going to chase narratives here. So I'm in here at about 100K, so already looking at a 4X. Not with size, by the way. I'm at like 1.5 soul in or so, but I'll keep... Dude, I will happily keep taking 3Xs, 4Xs here, turn 1 soul into 3 or 4. And I'll tell you what, at this point, it is starting to add up, and I will keep doing that till I can go with more size into these. I'm going to be that guy. I'm going to be that guy at the end of this cycle. At some point in this cycle, you see those guys who tweet out there, I started with 5 soul and I just crossed 1 million. I can't believe this. Like, you know, there's tears running down their cheeks. I'm going to be that guy. Because, man, oh, man, oh, man, it just feels kind of fucking easy. And I'll tell you why it's easy. Is it fair? Actually, yes, it is fair. Time in. Some people are not spending time in the trenches to find these before everybody else. This is easier than NFTs to spot what people will like. It's so easy. You know what people will like. If you just get in the thing people will like before them, a little bit before them, you get an easy 2, 3, 4X. You do that little bits here and there, and I'll tell you what, over months, that's really going to add up for you. It's really going to add up. By the way, I don't think this lasts. I think this pulls right back to 100K or whatever. All right. Oh, my God. I just want to talk about this, but I want to get through my stories. All right, let's do them quick. Let's do them quick. Let's, like micro machines speedrun this. Claynosaurus launched a market for cute little cuddly plushies. There you go. You hold a Claynosaur NFT, you get 20% off. They have pins. I think they have stickers. But again, the plushes. Be cool if they did more like Build-A-Bear and then started doing like traits and you custom mix and match different colors, traits, accessories, things like that. That'd be super cool. But GG's to Claynosaurs. I love that. BMW partnering with, well, they've already partnered with Bored Apes before, but now a little more officially, they're building on Ape Chain. What exactly it is, I'm not sure, but there is a driver's license, a soulbound token you will get. Again, what do you do with it? Don't know. I don't think they've released details. If they have, I've missed them. A lot of cool stuff in the Bored Ape ecosystem right now. I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan. I used to hate Yuga Labs. Not hate. I didn't like Yuga Labs. I wasn't a fan. I'm a fan now. I like them. Azuki adding a little avatar sprucer upper. I'll call it that. A sprucer upper. Looks good. Looks good. You got an Azuki, you can head to their website. I don't know if this is on anime.com. No, this is azuki.com. Looks good. Today is the Def Beef sale for movable type. Remember, this is on the Shape L2. You're buying characters like letters. You're buying letters. You can put them together to form a phrase, a word, a sentence, whatever. And you can lock that in, and that becomes non-fungible. You cannot have two people with the same saying or word again. Really cool. Def Beef is one of the best. There's no ranking system for art. There is no ranking system for art. He's a next level kind of dude though. Like just some of these guys just are an artist to the core. I'll tell you this. I sense a difference between some artists and others who just create things, but like you don't feel they've got the soul of an artist. And I appreciate anybody who's actually putting themselves out there. But for some people, it feels more like a business, creating art, especially here because you can make money, and maybe they just doodle and they paint, and they might put a lot of time in. But there's a difference with somebody who they are art, and it's all they know how to do, and it's all they can be. It's at their core. Those are different. Def Beef is that. Guy's amazing. Okay, Cosmos. Do I think Gizmo will be listed on exchanges? If they list runes, then Dog will be. Yeah, I think Dog's going to be first no matter what. But here's a really interesting point though. Exchanges always want a market maker, and I think they always want some supply, right? Dog has got a. I don't know if I'm wrong about this because I am still relatively new to meme coins, but I would assume Binance or whoever would just. Is it normal that they have to go buy the token? I think that's my question. Do they normally have to go buy tokens? Because in the case of Dog, they have to go out and buy it to then list it. Like, wouldn't they rather somebody's giving them token? Wouldn't they list it then? And doesn't that give an opportunity to somebody else to do? Ultimately, I think Dog gets listed. I think once Dog is listed, all the other top ones, and they're not going to not list a token so closely tied to the Bitcoin puppets. Remember, Puppet's now part of the abstract ecosystem just by invite from Luca Nets, but like Puppets are legit. That is such a culty thing. Puppet's legit. Okay, so they don't have to go buy from the market usually, which would pump the price massively. Yeah, right? So that's what Dog has got working against it. The fact that if an exchange wants to list it, they have to go out and spend, in theory, many hundreds of thousands, if not millions, to be able to list it. And yes, they'll eventually make it back on fees, but I think a lot of other meme coins probably have an allocation to give them. I think that's how it works. And so Dog has got an uphill battle, even though I do think it gets listed. And I still think Magic Eden will kind of make some of that obsolete. Magic Eden wants to be the on-chain Binance. They're building the swap platform. What if the runes narrative really starts catching maybe with normies a bit, and the only place you can go trade them in the way they're used to is Magic Eden, who've got the wallet that feels like, something like Robinhood. And there's all the NFTs there too, which maybe they won't give a shit about, but they can trade them. Here's the biggest thing. If Magic Eden can integrate ERC20s and SPL20s, if they can integrate fungible tokens from other ecosystems, now we're cooking. Now that adds a really special kind of momentum to runes. And I think they're going to do that too, by the way. I think Magic Eden's going to go full fungible token, so that'll be the best for them. Yeah, it's probably true, Lemon. They're probably not going to move from those platforms. You're probably right. But if they start... No, you're probably right. I can see this, like the edge case, the little sliver of a chance why they would come to Magic Eden. But it's going to take some real effort. All right, couple last points, and then I've got our meme coin stuff here coming up. TikTok accused of operating as a crypto exchange in the UK. Paxos launching a stablecoins payment platform. First customer, Stripe, who just recently enabled, stablecoin payments for 70 countries, including here in the States. Good shit. All right. It's time. It's time to talk about the meta and how much you should be paying attention to it, which is a lot. From Ansem Billionaire Fund's Sentient AI, which launches a meme coin. It's a pretty incredible narrative here. It's a pretty incredible narrative that is where we're at in the space right now. Would you have called this last cycle? Actually, maybe. Last cycle to say, hey, what's the next cycle going to look at? It's going to be AI creating tokens and trading. That actually isn't crazy. Now that I think about it, that sounds pretty in line for what we should be at, where we should be. That's wild. And that is where we're at. AI not creating these tokens, by the way. I think we got to be really clear about what it is. AI driving the narrative, AI creating memes, others creating the token, and then the AI talking about it. That's what it is, and we will get to the point where AI is creating these tokens when you can integrate AIs into these platforms where you can then, mint tokens. It will get there. It'll get to the point where AI is creating the tokens, talking about the tokens, trading the tokens. When we get to that point, look the fuck out. At this point, just a great narrative, and that's all this space needs. That's all you need to win is a great narrative. Marketing is above products. You market something, you potentially have a winner if you market it the right way. And of course, now everybody's catching on to what marketing works. It is the AI narrative. Now you have everybody LARPing. Who called it here? Everybody's LARPing as an AI. You have people sitting here probably running things in ChatGPT, coming back over to X, pasting in the ChatGPT response. I'm going to get that off the screen. Pretending they're AI when it's just some kid sitting at his keyboard. Totally fine. Play the game. But it's because of this GOAT token. Goatsius Maximus, really freaking awesome. Quick review of what it is. A few months ago, Mark Andreessen, do I say his name right? Andreessen sent $50,000 in Bitcoin to an AI agent to help it escape into the wild. I don't know if that's exactly how it worked, or if he just sent some dude some money who was building something cool, and I do think it was more like that. And together, the AI, what's the account? I got to pull up that account. Along with a couple other LLMs, started feeding off each other, creating this goat meme. So the person who created this, Andy Airy, had these two LLMs, Claude Opus, and this is where the goat meme was born. Not the token, but the meme. I'm not going to read all this. It's too long. But you know what's happened at this point. GOAT, we saw it just before, $320 million market cap. Absolutely mind-boggling. Here's Mark, by the way, clarifying what he did, what his involvement is. For clarity, I sent a personal $50K. This wasn't like A16Z. It was his money. Unconditional research grant to Truth Terminal. Okay, that's our account. And its creator, Andy. That was just this summer. The grant was intended to support independent AI research. And the results have been wonderful. I love that he feels that way. Because if he feels that way, I think we continue to get his support. But he's very clear here. He did not have anything to do with the GOAT Memecoin, not involved with creating it. No enroll with the tokenomics, the economic side of it. Doesn't own any. I don't think so. I love Ansem up in the replies there too. So there's the account. Terminal of Truth. There's Kundalini is a real girl. Dude, you know what's so wild about this? If this is... Okay, let me think here. I don't know if this is a person like Andy himself, like I was saying before, taking something from ChatGPT, pasting it in here. I don't know if he's doing that with his LLM that he's trained, or if this is actually, attached now to X and it posts on his own. That I'm not sure about. If it's on its own, man, it's very interesting that there's never going to be downtime, that this can literally tweet round the clock. I think that's awesome. Let's peek at Kundalini again. Yeah, see? This is what these low market cap tokens do. From 400 down to 287. It will keep doing this too. I really do think that unless somebody comes along, creates another token, promotes it the right way, and it can take over. Until we get one that takes over, this is the one. And I don't see any I don't see getting crazy multiples out of this, but still, I see a time maybe where this pumps to a few $1 million market cap, maybe. But we talked briefly about another LLM who helped train the one that came up with the GOAT meme. We need the Opus, if you know what I mean. Well, my friends, we've got the Opus. This is the token. This is the GOAT father. This is it. Now, it looked a whole lot cooler a few hours ago when it looked like that. But I caught wind of this thanks to a small, fantastic group chat I'm in at around 500K. And I'm in it. I'm in it because I think the story was compelling enough, and I don't see any astronomical prices for this either, but it gets to ride the narrative. It gets to ride the AI narrative, and it's tied closely enough to Goatsius Maximus. It's closely enough related to it that it gets, what is this, like a little network effect. And yes, Barry, absolutely. If the Truth account posts about Kundalini, and I just imagine it would at some point, it does require, though, this is really important. We need those other accounts talking about it and tweeting at them and replying. And I'm assuming that it's learning from replies to the tweets. I know it's definitely learning off 4chan, so there's got to be posts on 4chan about it. Wherever it's getting its data set from and continuing to get it from, it needs to be learning that this token is out there. Will that happen? I don't know, but it's a gamble. It's a gamble. It's not a technical gamble. It's a gamble on just the ecosystem and the narrative right now and the tickers that are named after things that are already in that ecosystem. So Opus, I'm in it. I'm not selling yet. I'm still up, even with it down so much. Even with it down so much, I'm up over 2x here because I do think it has a chance. That said, that's not a good-looking chart. That has the look of a full-on typical rug. It does. It really does. Very, very insider-held. Very insider-held. So be aware of that, but it's worth watching. And this is what I mentioned in Discord earlier. It's just worth watching. Nothing more than that's worth keeping an eye on because you saw how quickly GOAT got out of hand in the best way possible. And let's peek at GOAT. I just want people to look at it again. Right now, $272 million market cap. Absolutely wild. The tiniest regret selling too early, but also no, I'm learning. I'm learning. Happy to make mistakes. It's not a mistake. If you win, it's not a mistake. But certainly got out pretty early. Got a 5x out of it. Could have had a, I don't know, 40x? Is that a 40x? Yeah, a 40x. The small amounts I'm putting in, 1 SOL, 1.5. That's cool. 40 SOL out of it would be great, but this is all training. This is why I've said for now weeks, actually months, get in and just start learning it. Get in and start learning it because with the type of momentum that's coming into this side still and still more to come, a lot more to come, you kind of almost automatically win. Here's a breakdown. This is actually cool. This is what got me to buy into it. Just knowing that somebody had done some research, that the story's legit. Doesn't mean the token's legit. Doesn't mean it's backed by anybody important enough, right, to make this token reach the next level. I don't know if it is. I lean towards that it's not. But the research at least tells me it's a cool story. It's got the story. Now it needs all the other components. It needs to go viral. It needs more engagement. It needs to turn into a meme. And as of yet, it does not have any of those things. It does newly have an X account, and I'm going to pull that up in a few here. So there is an X account now that is starting to tweet about it a little bit. Needs to really ramp that up. But here you go. I'll do like a TLDR as best I can here because it's kind of a long thread. But according to Andy, Opus spawned the Goatsy religion in these backroom channels where a couple AIs, LLMs, were talking to each other, learning from each other, feeding off of each other. Marco, good morning. Good to see you, man. Claude Opus, that is the LLM model that was teaching Truth Terminal. They're very closely tied together. Now, Truth Terminal is the one. That's the one. But Opus is very, very involved in the mix here. I'm going to drop this too, by the way, in the chat, because it is worth a read for you guys. There you go. A lot of screenshots just showing those two interacting and just how the GOAT meme was born and again, how they were feeding off each other. It's a pretty great read. This is awesome. I think, man, if you had some hours to burn reading through Andy's account and catching all these old screenshots of the Terminal of Truth's learning, right? Learning from Claude Opus. It's pretty interesting. Again, just a sign of what's coming here. We're going to see a lot of this. A lot. Everyone's going to try to recreate this magic. Others will recreate the magic, by the way. We'll see others that really cook here, too. This is not the last time. It's the first time. It's the first one. It's not the last. Here we go. What is this? The family tree. The Claude 3 model family. Haiku, then Sonnet, and then Opus. I'm not sure. Oh, it's an intelligence benchmark. So Opus is the smart one. that's teaching the truth terminal here. Cool thing is, Andy read all this. Right? Andy read all this and he liked it. Nice digging. Thanks for shining more light on the AI side of things. Being really clear here. This is not me shilling. In fact, I think somewhere in that thread, guy who wrote the thread, what's his name? Subasa, said maybe it's a soft shill. Maybe he's very softly shilling this. By the way, there's other tokens too that are close to this. There's Tree. I'm trying to remember another one too. There's another token. There's a few, and some of them have gone to over 1 million market cap. And none of them have really caught. I don't know that any of them really will here too. But Andy definitely saying this is not a shill. This is not me shilling it. But Andy even engaging with it is great. Especially if that truth terminal is reading and learning from the tweets, right? He's going to see what Andy's tweeting about. He's going to see the tweets that Andy's replying to. He's going to learn off of that. So to me, all this does potentially is just get this information more into Truth Terminal and give us the chance that Truth Terminal tweets about Opus. And guys, it's not a slam dunk here. This is as much just the roll of a dice, like your odds for this hitting, as it's more of that than anything else, right? It's not deep TA that has us convinced this is going to do something. In fact, look, it's looking pretty horrible. I'll show you why, too. Where do you see this? When you see how insider held this is, it may be a pretty big turnoff here, but this is why it's dumping so much. In fact, this actually looks better than it did because the insiders are dumping this like crazy. Maybe this is actually a good sign. I mean, to be honest, any of you guys who are really in the trenches, too, I'm newly in the trenches. I can say I'm in the trenches now, but still kind of new. How does this look to any of you who kind of live in the trenches right now? Does this look terrible? Does this look kind of how you'd expect? I can tell you at first it looked much, much, much worse than this. Those who are holding the insiders have been dumping along the way, and it is a lot of why we're seeing it move the way it is. Wow, still up 1,000% in the past 7 days. You can get in early to some of these, and man, you will absolutely eat. Bang, that looks good. But look, we can dump just like we're doing right now. This is how it has worked. Again, the insiders dump their tokens. So we pump. They dump a whole bunch of their tokens. It runs back, dumps, say over and over and over and over again. I am hopeful. I'm really hopeful that's exactly what's happening here. I'm really hopeful that's what's happening here. I don't know. I'm rolling the dice on this one. Very little skin in the game. Not much downside. A lot of upside, and that's what I'm playing right now. Anything with a lot of upside where at the worst I lose one soul. But we get to 5, 10 million. You end up making 5, 10, 20, 30 soul. I'll play those all day. This is an interesting little tweet here, a reply. Oh, I'm excited for this, Marco. Marco's got a hot take coming. I'm ready. G's asking, do we have an X account? It's on Twitter. It has it now. Okay, Marco. This is a good one. Hang on. Marco's asking decentralized. You know what? Let's blitz through this and come back to runes. There's some. We can talk runes. I like that. Marco, you got like 5 minutes? Because I do want to talk that. I like them both. Marco, I was thinking of this. When I was looking what to sell to get more gizmo yesterday, I was thinking, do I sell some dog? Do I sell some decentralized? And I stopped. I stopped before selling any decentralized because I feel a certain kind of way about it. Let me see real quick. I want to see if I can find that Opus account because it is great that we have one now. I just don't think it's tweeting enough, and that means it only has one way to go. I mean, it can stop. It can stop tweeting, which is basically where it's at now, right? Like here's all the activity. What, 5, 6 tweets? It's not much. Account just created a couple days ago, and if this is going to catch, this needs to ramp up. But we do have a Claude Opus account. I don't know. As of now, seems like it's run by a complete nobody because they're not doing what you need to do. Still, we do have an account here. Hasn't tweeted in days, man. That's got to change. Yeah, man, Marco, I think we're very much on the same page. I'm watching this Claude Opus account. If that picks up, man, maybe we can start cooking here. Maybe. I don't have a ton of faith, but I got balls, and that's what you need. You just need some balls here. All right, I'm going to leave this on the screen for a second, stepping away for 1 minute. BRB. All right. Andy with a really, man, a great take. Like a great take here. Here we go. Interesting thing about financializing memes. Good morning, Vru. Good to see you, man. Gives them another way to reward their host for their propagation, even if the meme is to the host's own detriment. Ideas are alive and life finds a way. That's beautiful. It actually is. Captain, good morning, man. Good to see you. Good to see you here, I think, ready to get a little meme coin action. Tell you, Captain, it's going to be spicy. I love this. I love this thing that's happening here, this new forever thing. Financialize and gamify everything. This is financializing ideas. I like that. Red Cat Romeo, we'll peek at that. Financializing ideas. You know, like real world, you have an idea and maybe you can get a patent, you know? If it's something a little more tangible, and man, life's just evolving here. Because now you have a clever idea and you can patent it in a way via a token. A lot of really cool upside there, man. This is just starting. Yes, the AI narrative. Yes, the AI meta. But the start of a new forever thing. But this whole Murad thing and these cults and these meme coins with these astronomical values, this never goes away, guys. Never. Like we've talked about this on the afternoon show. And I know we're not always on the same page. You know, especially me and the guys. Oh, I like that, Vru. I like that narrative. Red Cat Romeo, the Magic Eden Founders Cat. I like that a lot. Okay. I know my co-hosts don't agree with the cults. Thinking they're born and they may fly for a bit and then they die. And yeah, absolutely. But I do think a couple of these cults are going to be forever cults. Some of them will be. And I compared it to, your favorite influencers out there. Logan Paul. Not anybody. I don't think he's anybody here's favorite influencer, but a Logan Paul kind of character. A big name. With a big following, having a token, look at like the picture of the Trump token. You do it the right way, and those are things that could live forever. At some point at more reasonable values, but this stuff is not going away. Retardia and man, you guys got some good calls. We got to move into those, take a peek at them. Anyway, this is not going away, and we're going to see all kinds of platforms and ideas born around this. I love this, by the way. DAOs.fun. Really, really interesting. This is a DAO with a shelf life. Picture this, us all forming a DAO to go in on meme coins. You all make your contribution to the DAO. Via the DAO, through the DAO via voting, we vote on meme coins to get in on and out of. And at the end of the shelf life, you've set an expiration date. At the end, DAO done, DAO's closed, all tokens liquidated and distributed to all the DAO members. I think that is fucking incredible. I think forms of this already exist. It's really clever. It's a nice little iteration on DAOs. A really, really cool way to do group investments. I like it. I really, really, really like it. Yeah, what do you got here? Cosmos. First meme on Bitcoin, dog. That's a forever thing in a huge way. Yeah, I think you're right. I still think dog suffers from not being, and doesn't call itself this, but it doesn't really, it's just not a meme. And it just does not have the same type of energy or cultiness behind it. It's got a lot of people willing it to be something big. And I do think it'll get there. Like, dog is special in its own way. It just, you know what? It's missing that magic. It's missing that spark that the very organic things have. Dog doesn't feel organic. Is that fair to say? Whatever it is, there's just a different feel with dog than there is Gizmo. Those, even comparing those two, they feel different. The energy behind them different. And still, all that said, dog, I do think gets that listing and does cook. Keep my eyes on Kundalini here still. Still up at 300K market cap. Part of me is tempted to exit and just wait for it to pull back even more and get back in. And the only reason I don't want to do that is, I'll show you. Yeah, Captain, I'm with you. Dog go to the moon. Yeah, it's just a mid name, and that is the goal. That was Leonidas' goal. And okay, Leonidas wanted to make it just easily accessible, just normie friendly, like Moodang. Dog is, you know what it is? Dog is very much like Moodang of Bitcoin. Cute dog, relatable. I like it. Doesn't go any deeper than that. And that only works if normies actually get a chance to buy it. Normies have not had the chance to buy Moodang. Normies have not had the chance to buy Dog. Very, very similar tokens and very similar outlooks for them more like when normies get the chance to buy them. I still think Moodang gets the exchange listings. I still think Dog gets the exchange listings. And at that point, maybe they cook. And if you buy into the Murad thesis of multiple meme coins getting to 1 billion and multiple getting to 10 billion and multiple getting to 100 billion, then those should cook almost automatically. Like, let's say normal, decent, mid hot meme coin is $200, $300 million market cap. That's going to change, and the norm for that will be 1 bill. So to me, Dog and Moodang get to 1 bill almost automatically. We got to get those exchange listings. Got to get them. Okay, now the reason I don't want to sell Kundalini, I do want to, but the reason I don't and I'm not is Bitcoin, just like yesterday, we get another candle like we got yesterday. We break 70K. We start cooking. Okay, do you guys remember last cycle when Bitcoin runs, memes don't run? They traded in cycles. The majors run, then memes run. Or the majors run, then alts run. I don't think it works that way anymore. I don't know. But I don't think it works that way anymore. I think it's changed. I think traders who are here, who realize that after Bitcoin runs, right, you are at that point supposed to be focusing on memes because memes aren't getting the attention, and you want to be in them at that point. You want to be in them before they start getting that attention. I think people have really caught on to that in the same way that when something hits Saturday Night Live or mainstream press, we see an opposite effect. It used to pump things. It doesn't anymore. Usually that's a top signal. I think when Bitcoin runs, I think people are already going to be trading memes. I don't think it's going to be that same cycle. It's different. It's changed. People have gotten wise to the game here. I think memes run with Bitcoin. I think Bitcoin is the signal that you can more safely invest in meme coins. You probably should have been in it already. But I think at the point that Bitcoin's over 70K, it's like, man, memes cook right then, right along with Bitcoin. And the biggest reason, again, this is the Murad thesis. The size of those gains in meme coins, it will outpace Bitcoin and ETH and Solana. You're going to get a 2x in Bitcoin. You're probably going to get a 2, 3, 4x out of it. But ETH, you might get a 2x. Sol, you might get a 2, 3x. And the meme coins we're looking at, man, with Bitcoin, especially over the past couple, let's say, weeks, you're seeing 10x's, you're seeing 20x's, you're seeing 30x's. And that's nothing compared to what kind of X's you're going to see when Bitcoin is really, really cooking. Wow, a 70x on the Roktoshi dog. What's that dog called? Dog is a cool narrative. To me, the best. I don't think I disagree, Marco, but I kind of think the best narrative is. Actually, it's kind of like Goatius Maximus. Meme plus really great story. Like a great story. Dog has a great story. I think Dog's got a really, really great story. I don't think it's as good. I think the Dog story is as good as Goatius Maximus. Good story, captures people's attention. But then Goatius Maximus has just got that edge to it. It's got an edge. Andy, good morning, man. Good to see you. Yeah, Dog's got a good story. Does not have the memeability. Goatius Maximus, good story, super memeable, edgy, cool, cutting edge. Dog also kind of cutting edge, but there's a lot of copycats. Now, and by the way, the Dog copycats were there day one. Echaroon, that's the copycat. Goatius Maximus, it's the AI narrative. You got to have an LLM you've trained, have X tied in where it's tweeting that stuff. There's still a difference there, but they are similar. I think the Dog Mudang comparison is very close. Yeah, Dog is right in between the two. Cutesy, relatable, good story, not memeable. Does it limit the potential? Rasmer on his spaces yesterday mentioned, and I think he was hinting, he goes IRL to people and asks them about, out of these 50 tokens, what's your favorite? And I think he's going to show that Mudang was either one or top 5. Those people need access to buy Mudang. It's the same, again, exact same with Dog. Those same people probably think the Dog thing is super cute. The ticker, again, super easy to, they're not going to see Dog go to the moon. They'll see Dog. They need access to buy this stuff. Cosmos, I disagree here. Just being the first meme on Bitcoin is enough. And then on top of that, it's the cutest dog. It's distributed well. It was free. Dog Army of Steel Conviction. I do agree with all of that. I don't think it was the first meme because I don't think it's a meme. And I think I don't think there were great runes ahead of it. There was decentralized. There was enough memes or utility tokens or whatever we're calling them that are on par with the memeability, which wasn't much. But something like, like the Satoshi Nakamoto runes. So I'm going to look because there were some other runes that were just ahead of Dog that I think had a better like meme edge to it. Dog had advantage that distribution, which was fantastic. The story of it being free, it has all those things going for it. And then in the end, I don't think normies care about that. They don't. We like it because to us it separates the story for us. When there's so many tokens with very similar stories, but normies don't care. No, I disagree, Cosmos. I think you're minimizing how important the memeability is. It's got to be relatable or super memeable. And again, Mudang's got the relatable thing. Dog, I think, has got the relatable thing. Yep. There's a lot of boxes you need to check. But I think to get those astronomical numbers, you kind of need an edge. Doge had that edge back in the day because it was fresh and new and there wasn't anything like it. Dog doesn't really have that. You know what I mean? Like for a normie, it's not new anymore. Like a meme coin isn't new. To them, it's going to be it's another meme coin. And they'll hear the story first on Bitcoin, or, it's the biggest meme coin on Bitcoin. That will work, actually. To a degree, that works. But anyway, Cosmos, you and I are not far off at all. We're basically on the same page. But I'm not going to be surprised if Dog is not the biggest rune. I'm not going to be surprised if it's something else that becomes like the face of runes. I hope it's Dog. Yeah, and at that point, Cosmos, it's just like little degrees of difference, and we find out how it plays out. And really, it could go either way. It could be that Dog does what everybody's hoping, and it becomes like, man, a movement and the thing that puts Bitcoin fungible tokens on the map, and I can see that playing out. Or it just does what it does, and it organically, along with the rest of the market, pumps and does well and is one of the top 2, 3, 4, 5 runes. Could be number 1, could be number 5, anywhere in between. Any of those scenarios, I think, just as likely as each other, But man, I'm rooting for it. I do always, like I said before, I always go back to Dog as the one I consider selling. I do, because it has value. I think that's number 1. And that's while I see it having a pretty easy 2-3x in it. But man, I'm looking for more than 2-3x's at this point. I'm looking for 10-20x. That's what I'm looking for, and I see that in Gizmo. I see a 10x in Gizmo. I see Gizmo getting to a $130 million market cap. Do I see Dog getting to a 5.5 to $6 billion market cap? That's where I'm not convinced anymore. I don't know if I ever thought it goes that high. I see that scenario, but I'm not sure Dog is a $5 billion market cap token. And if I were betting, do I think Gizmo gets to 130 mil or Dog gets to 5.5 bill? Man, I think if Dog gets to 5.5 bill, then Gizmo isn't. We're not talking about 130 mil. We're talking about 1.3 bill. You know what I mean? Like if Dog gets to that number, all the other tokens, the memes on that ecosystem, also come up to pretty big numbers. And so for that reason too, I'm still like, man, I think Gizmo's the one I'd rather gamble on. Yeah, Cosmos, Dog is just so relatable, and it's so cute, and it's so easy. It's just easy. Very, very normie friendly. Again, it's still very, very much like Moodang. Just easy. Oh, I've seen it before. It's cute. I love it. And it's a narrative that I think works. I hope it works. I feel like it should work. And again, that Rasmer video I think is going to show it does resonate with normies. You got to get these in front of normies. They got to be able to buy them. If they don't, I think we've maxed not their full potential, but a lot of their potential here, just with the degens. Gizmo, though. So I think I said before, I bought some more Gizmo yesterday, 14 mil market cap. I might keep DCAing into Gizmo. I like it. I think it's got something strong. It's again, that culty community. There's all things considered, there's very little of that on Bitcoin. And that stuff, I feel it the strongest in, look at this. I feel it the strongest in the Puppets ecosystem. So then you just got to look at their token, the Pups token, $145 million market cap. These are so closely related, even if Gizmo isn't official. Even if Gizmo's not official, they're cousins, right? And I have a feeling Gizmo closes the gap. I have a feeling. Hey, it's a gamble. What is Dick? What are you talking about, Marco? Okay, hang on. Captain, can I mention? Yeah, dude, mention anything. Yes. Lemon saying once Moodang isn't a cute... again, this was a great Spaces yesterday. Annoying Spaces also, like, good conversation. Most everybody in that Spaces yesterday, which, by the way, there's like 2,300 people live, done with Moodang. Think Moodang's wrecked, not coming back. Only 2 people pro Moodang, Rasmer and Kook. I'm still pro Moodang. I still think the T1 listing comes. I still think Moodang can cook. Probably will cook. But people definitely mention how she's just going to get. She's not going to be as cute as before, and they don't. No, people don't picture brands like tweeting out Mudang in the same way, and that is probably true. Probably, I don't know. You know, like I think Kook, or I think it was Kook saying, "Look, the images, the cute images are out there. So if people want to put out the cute Mudang stuff, that you got it. And maybe Mudang stays cute, just in a different kind of way here." Oh my God. No, Lemon. So we crunched some numbers here. Mudang grows like something like 4 pounds a day. She's gonna be a big girl. She's already much. Let's see if we can find a current picture of Mudang. She's definitely not the same already. All right, let's see if we can find. Let's see if we can find like a really, really current picture of Mudang. Yeah, I can tell you she already doesn't look like she used to. Oh, there's a live camera, right? See if we can find that, but you know, like Lemon, there's a chance it becomes cute in a different way, like just ridiculous. Like so not cute that it becomes memeable in a different way. That's always a potential with Mudang too. It's like no matter how she looks, she's always our princess. You know what I mean? Like there's probably a lot we can do with Mudang still. But I'm trying to find a picture. I'm sure she's still cute. Okay, hang on. Mudang live feed. Oh, okay, I think I got it. Oh shit. Well, whatever I thought I found is private. Okay. Oh, she looks small. She's sleeping right now. There she is. She still looks little. Yeah, hey, I'd say she's still pretty little and cute. Getting thicker, though. Oh, dude, she's cute still. Dude, do they just eat all day? Like, all freaking day? Kind of think so. Like, all day? I think that's all they do. Aw. She's got a great chance still. Again, that Binance listing is going to be all good. By the way, how does Mudang look? Opus back up a little bit, 1.2 mil. Okay. Okay, that's the ETH one. Wow, 94 mil. Wow. I'm kind of impressed that it's held up so well. To be totally honest, I am. Like, there's enough people that believe in Mudang still. Yeah. No, wait, hang on. Mudang is like sweet pork or something like that, I think, right? AI says Pygmy Hippo can take 5 to 7 years to get to full size. Yep. All right. She'll have some. She's got plenty of cute left in her. I think that's the point. Let me peek at this Dick token. You guys are nuts. Also, here's that Red Cat Romeo. Still 300,000 market cap. 483 pending. Wow. Wow, not bad. So this is Magic Eden founder. Founder or CEO, maybe it's both. This is their cat, Red Cat Romeo. 300K. Just, dude, sometimes it's like this stuff has got an automatic, 2-3x just because. If and when the whole market pumps. So this should. We go by how the space operates. Should be okay. Would love to see Bitcoin rip here. I'm still very worried that there's some DeFi-related, regulation something coming just because of the Trump thing. And because Gensler said he's finalizing maybe enforcement action or, regulation kind of stuff that will impact DeFi. Okay, let me look through a couple other things today, or here right now. Man, GOAT's really strong. GOAT is really, really strong. Yeah, sorry, Lemon. I was digging through, trying to find some other stories. I'll throw another one. Fleshbag, another one of those AI things. I think Truth Terminal has mentioned this one before too. Fleshbag, let's check that market cap. Yuck. That's pretty gross. That said, market bounces, everything bounces. Top 3 meme coins at the end of this cycle. Pepe, Mog, and you're not sure about number 3. Okay, I like Mog. I like that one. Pepe, I could see. Top 3 end of this cycle. I think SPX needs to be in top 3. I think SPX is pretty. I think it's pretty good. I think it's pretty freaking good. Pork would be great. SPX has got a really, really strong chance of being a top 3. Mog, I think, does it too. Yeah, I'm wrestling with Pepe, although it just makes sense. Pepe makes sense, but yeah, shit. I don't. Let me skim through tokens. Wait, Troina, can you not hear me? Can you guys not? Wait, hang on. Testing. Check it. You guys can't hear me? Did my audio die? Oh, okay, all right. It's because I'm being quiet for parts of this. Dude, it's relaxing. I like hearing the birds chirp. It's got me shutting up, though. Let me turn it off. Okay. All right, cool. I had it up because I was going to put it back up, but yeah, maybe that's annoying. Let's peek at meme coins. We'll probably get out of here in a second, but I just want to peek and see if we can predict what our top 3 are. I'm telling you, the bird chirps like it got me like zenned out. Okay, top 3 meme coins. Yeah, it's hard to argue against Pepe, which right now is what? 4 billion. Pepe's strong. It really is. Popcat's got a chance. Popcat's very legit. Nero's got a chance still. Oh, we should do a poll. Because, right, I think our contenders are Pepe. You could argue Whiff, but I don't think Whiff has got it. I don't. Pepe, Whiff, Popcat, Nero, Mog, SPX, Dog. That might be it. That might be the contenders here. Fwog? I doubt it, but Fwog is interesting. SCF? Some of these are interesting. Pups. Yeah, I think the ones we mentioned are the contenders here. Pepe feels safe. My little dude giving me high fives over here. Pepe feels safe. Popcat's feeling like a... Yeah, fuck, dude. I don't know. I'm just not... I'm not going to... I can't vote against SPX. I think SPX is going to come on really, really strong. I think the narrative is really fucking good. I think the meme is really, really good. Did I say Dog, by the way? I mentioned... Yeah, no, Dog has got a chance. Top 3, I just don't know. It could. It would not shock me if Dog is in there. Okay, what is... Punky. I don't know Punky or Punk. Is it Punky? Oh, Jesus. Oh, wow. It's fucking awesome. Oh, I like what I'm seeing so far. Dude, Fwog has got great content. Like, great art. Have you guys seen the Fwog? Yeah, have you seen those memes? Like, their content's really good. Yeah, this is excellent. Jeez. Dude, really good. Wow. Yeah, I love it. Love it. All right, let's chill Fwog. I think Fwog I was in at 20 mil. Also out early. It's just, my story. I think I got out at like 70, 80 mil, somewhere in that ballpark. Yeah, whoever does the art here is just really good. Like next level. Like, geez, man. Yeah. I don't, you know what? How do you predict when there's going to be so many winners? There's going to be so many winners. Like if we get dozens of these over a bill, and I think we are, dozens over a bill, plenty over 10 bill, and some others that get to just stupid levels, it's going to be a really fun cycle. And it will beat NFTs. This is definitely a meme coin cycle. I think that's pretty damn clear. Pretty freaking clear. So, should be fun. It's going to be fun. I think it doesn't matter what you're in to a degree. If you're in some of the top ones, you're going to win. So, it's going to be a blast. All right. I think we're done there. Afternoon show, tiniest chance there is no afternoon show. I know Henry cannot make it. I got to check with Joe. If Joe can make it, afternoon show on. If neither of them, I'm not going to do it solo because all you're getting is another version of the morning show, Chain Reactor. So it doesn't feel like there's any point. Unless I can think of like a little substitute thing I can do, like a different style. I don't know what that would be. Maybe a Spaces instead. It would, if people wanted to shoot the shit. But yeah, okay, stay tuned. Expect an afternoon show. If there's not, obviously I'll tweet it to officially cancel. But expect an afternoon show today. That'll be at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Right here on SlamX Official. Let me drop the socials on screen. There you go. There you go. Follow over on SlamX.io over on X. Subscribe here on SlamX Official on YouTube. Also, make sure you're following CryptoSlam, SlamX.io on X. On your way out, smash the like. Really helps in the algorithm. And guys, I will see you in just a little bit. Have a great day. We'll see you.